Welcome back on this glorious and amazing day. What is the second we could learn, the second lesson that one can learn from the story that I shared with you in the last 2 weeks? The second lesson that I have learned, when people are talking about a certain thing, and this is not a person that you live with every day, because then you would need to go to therapy. But if it's not with an individual you live every day, and someone comes to you, let's say in a group setting, you were an innocent human being, you looked around the room just to see everyone that's there. It was a very casual stare with a 180 angle just to see everyone. And someone walks over to you after that moment or after that time or that gathering and says to you, "You stared at me. I know you judged me. And I know," and she goes on, or he goes on and on and on, something that has nothing to do with your reality. Most people, we won't get into it now, I did explain it in other YouTube, in another video, most people will defend themselves and says, whoa, I have no clue what you're talking about. I just came into a new setting, I took a gaze of the room, I just looked around, and that was it. That's not true. I saw you stop when you looked at me and you judged me. I could see it. Do you know what this person is really saying? And that's why you'll understand of how to respond to individuals like this in situations that are similar to this. This individual has an extremely low self-esteem and so low self-image. They are always on high alert. We're talking about 50 antennas coming out of their amygdala to make sure that they're safe. 50, not 5, 50 antennas in order to protect themselves. And they are looking for individuals like you that might notice them because they don't want to be noticed. They want everyone to look down to the ground. Come in. When you come into a room and you actually want to notice the people around you, and you just look around. Sorry for that overhead noise of the army planes, which is lots of activity going on over here the last week. That's in Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of army planes. There's some activity going on or some preparation. And it's interesting. Anyways, let's come back. There's a trigger. And the example that I gave in other talks is that I could come into the room and actually do something not polite. I could take a bag of salt and see 4 people there and just sprinkle salt on 4 people. Most of them are just gonna blow it, just shrug it off and look at me like I'm crazy. One of them is gonna yell. The reason why one of them is gonna yell, because they have a cut, they have a predisposition of a wound. This individual that came yelling at you, "Why did you stare at me?" That's their life. Their life is that they're terrified. And you were the only one that came into the room and felt comfortable actually to look around. You wanted to see who you're gonna talk to. You wanted to see maybe a new friend, maybe a new human being that you could connect to. On the contrary, you actually did look around. It's not about you being right. If anyone could come up to you and do that to you, which happens so many times in my life, and I'm sure it happened in your life, very similar situations, you look at them and you say, "I'm sorry." Wait, but you did nothing wrong. Why are you saying sorry? Why are you apologizing when you did nothing wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a profound question, and I love the question. But till we get next week to the answer, let me know what you think about it. Did something similar happen to you? And how did you react? Because I'm a student of the world, and over 8 billion teachers I do have. And I would love to hear how you dealt with it, and if it worked or if it didn't work. Next week, please join me and I'll give you the answer. Why would you apologize for something you did nothing wrong? Thank you for joining.